Don't give up. School. If you look up the definition of school in the dictionary, you're only going to see one word. And that one word is boring. It's only going to be the only definition of school in the dictionary. I say this because I get this question a lot. What in school am I going to learn that's going to take me throughout life and give me $1 million? And the answer to that, little fella, is everything. I thought of the same thing as a student. What do I need physics for? Physics is not going to help me with anything. I'm not going to use physics every single day of my life. I'm not going to use algebra every single day of my life. Who needs algebra when you have calculators? Who needs physics when you have laws of motion defined for you already? You don't need to learn how to solve Newton's laws of motion if the laws of motion are already in place. You don't need them. Physics and algebra, you may not need those, but if you're a person who finds science interesting or engineering interesting, you're gonna need those areas of study. If you want to be an engineer, you're gonna take those classes and even more advanced in their levels. If you want to be a teacher, if you want to be a science teacher, you're gonna need those clearly. If you want to be any kind of teacher, you're going to have to learn some type of education. If you want to be a pilot or, I don't know, a technician, you need some form of education. A lot of kids tend to quit and not try their very best. And the only reason for that is because they don't have any motivation. They don't have the motivation to get up in the mornings, go to school for 8 hours and come back home, or 7 hours. And the reason for that being is just they don't want to get up after a good night's rest and go to some place where they feel they don't need to learn the topics that they're learning, sit there, do all these rigorous assignments, and not even get paid for it, but get failing grades or passing grades. And it makes students feel under pressure. Because if you go to a competitive high school like I do, it's a public high school, but the school is very competitive just because of the GPA scale and the rankings. It's a lot of work. And these kids in these high schools, they're doing all this work just to get into a good college. With that being said, is college for everyone? No, college isn't for everyone. College is not for everyone. Some people can go to college, they can go all the way to getting their doctorate's degree. Some people can at least just graduate high school. Graduating high school at least is okay. You'll get a better job if you don't drop out. If you want to drop out of high school, that is your decision. But are you really taking advantage of life's opportunities right there? If you don't drop out, what could your life been like if you hadn't? If you graduate high school but don't want to go to college, there are many opportunities for you, many jobs out there that you can take without having to need a bachelor's degree or associate's degree or master's degree or any type of degree. You could work in any kind of career or job that may not require you to have a degree, but still make good money, still have a wonderful life. The motivation for me to do YouTube came from this one YouTuber that did not go to college. But he graduated, I believe he graduated high school at least. I won't share his personal story. That's up to him if he wants to share it, which he already did. He made a video about his personal life. But, it's not my story, so I won't explain in detail his story. But I will say that he did not go to college, and I believe he graduated high school. But he grew up, did different kinds of things, started a business, made films, Him and his brother actually made an HBO film called The Neistat Brothers, so I guess you can already tell who I'm talking about. Casey Neistat, my motivation for doing YouTube. And he grew up, he did different things, you know, along with having a son in high school. He maxed out his credit card to buy a camera. And he says if he hadn't taken the opportunity to max out his credit card to buy a camera, he probably wouldn't have done film. Now he says don't max out your credit card. Not a good idea. But if he had taken that opportunity, he wouldn't be doing film right now. The opportunities that Casey Neistat took got him to where he is now. Started a business called 368. They've created this wonderful app called Beam. This is not sponsored, but if you haven't heard of the app Beam, go check it out. It's a pretty awesome app that Casey Neistat's company has developed. It's like you create these cool videos on there, share it with others, explore, things like that. I honestly haven't checked it out myself, but I've heard wonderful things about the app based on his videos and other people's experience with the app. It sounds like a pretty cool app. Go check it out. But life is all about opportunities. Just gotta know which ones to take and how to approach them. What does that have to do with education? Taking the opportunities in school to further your education, it just gets better on from there. That's why you shouldn't give up in school at least. At least don't drop out in high school. You can always get better from there on, but you don't have to. You don't have to drop out. But then some people ask, Breezy, how exactly do I find that motivation to do anything? I say start with something that you love. And how do you do that? Find something that you love doing each and every day. Or not even each and every day, but find something that you find very interesting, that you want to pursue as a career. Some people like singing. You want to be a rapper? Be a rapper. If you want to be an artist, be an artist. Like drawing? Do that. Engineering? Fixing things, putting them together? Do that. What does that have to do with your education? You may not need a degree to be a singer, songwriter, or rapper. A lot of rappers don't have degrees. You don't need one. But as long as you love doing the things that you do as a rapper, go for it. But it doesn't mean you have to, quit school to pursue your career. Education is key to a lot of things in life. You may not need algebra, physics, or whatever to pursue your career as a rapper. But if you have that high school degree at least, that can get you a lot of opportunities outside of rapping careers. Once you retire from the rap game, you still have opportunities to do because you at least have that high school degree. Or if you want to, I don't know, let's say you want to be a mechanic, but you don't want to go to college. You don't have to. You can at least have a high school degree, or even go to a trade school and get certified. Do things like that. But it's all about finding that motivation to do, and finding that motivation to pursue yourself through high school is by finding something that you really love, find something interesting, and you want to pursue that as a career. Hey there again. Now that we've talked about your motivation to do anything with school or your career, now we can move on to people who want to move on beyond high school degrees and go on to college. I don't recommend putting on your college resume that you ate Tide Pods or that you had anything to do with Tide Pods. Or that you mistakenly fell down the stairs. Look, I'm gonna be honest. Maybe my advice to you guys is not as clear as it should be, or maybe you guys don't understand it the way I would like for you guys to understand it. But the message of the video is saying this: motivation is key to a lot of things in life. It helps you take advantage of those opportunities that will get you far in life, that will help you through anything that you need. I mentioned education for a reason because a lot of us kids tend to not want to do the work. We want to take the easy way out, or, you know, things like drop out or just not finish what we started. Truth is, you should always finish what you started. You started school for a reason because your parents forced you to, or because you, or maybe it's the law that you have to go to school, or maybe you decided that you want to finish what you started, or maybe you were this close to dropping out in your early high school days, but you decided to keep on going. And that's good. I say you don't have to go to college because a lot of people don't, but they make it big in life. I say you don't have to get a certain degree because you really don't have to. The point is that you should at least finish high school. If you at least finish high school, that will help you tremendously. The basics of education come from your K through 12 years, and you need at least those basics to get you pretty far in life. I noticed that a lot of these famous people, like such as rappers or people like them, they may not have finished what they started in high school, but they made it successful, which is good. But imagine the impact that you can do as a famous person to let these kids know that they can finish high school and make it big in life. They don't have to follow in their footsteps of dropping out, but still making it big. It makes no sense, but there is a clear difference. Not having a high school degree versus having a high school degree, it's a tremendous difference that you'll see once you start taking advantage of those opportunities. It's different for everyone, so I can't give a clear example of if you don't get a degree, you don't get this, but if you do get a high school degree, you get that. It's different for everyone. There's different stories, but you won't know until you try. So at least finish high school and move on from there on. Don't give up. Ignore that. Now, some people are probably going to wonder, Breezy, what is your motivation path? Let me be honest with you, my motivation path was YouTube. I noticed, like, free-spirited people going on YouTube making all these cool videos and they have really cool jobs. And I thought, hey, that's pretty cool. But at the same time, I want to obtain a degree to get a really good job. I'm on the path of going to college right now. I'm a junior in high school. And without motivation, I'd probably be doing the bare minimum just to pass high school and leave. But because I have that motivation in me to strive and go forward as best as I can, I've upped my game with my... Thank you. I've upped my game with my education, taking advanced classes, AP classes. That'll get my GPA better and look good on my college resume. On top of that, I'm involved in many other things, extracurricular, that looks good on my college resume, that will make college recruiters say, hey, you know, that Breezy kid looks pretty good. Thank you. You guys are probably wondering why I'm dressed up. No reason. I just like dressing up nice sometimes. Real talk though, motivation is very important. It's I don't know how else to say. It's just, it's key in getting you places that you want to get to. The things that you want to do in life, if you have the motivation to do it, take advantage of the opportunities and go for it. That's pretty much what I got to say. Thanks for watching. I'll see you in the next video. I can repeat it. Word around, word of mouth, word around town. You the one doing all the murder around town. Pulling up, shooting, leave the bird downtown. Shooting like the birdie cause they all fly south. Whipping and whipping.